everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. We're doing snark on this channel today for a few reasons. Just more to keep myself safe from being copyright striked from Love Meg. You don't want to do too many videos because then she'll strike you, and if I get 3 strikes, I'm gone. So I got to be really careful. Even though I'm using fair use, sometimes they can get away with a strike that I have to fight for like weeks and weeks. So just keeping myself protected. Love Meg is our favorite. She's become my favorite. Just like incredible. And she threw some shade. We'll get into that in a minute. But I would just like to celebrate right now that I have 10,000 subscribers on Instagram. It's a party. I'm very excited. And in honor of that, Ames, one of my mods, everybody shout out to Ames. She went into Patreon, took all the names of my Patreon. She put them in the old wheel of fun, or whatever you want to call it. And today, because I reached 10,000, I'm going to draw 3 names. I'm going to shoot 3 balls. All right? So, and thank you for doing that. So let's light it up here, and we'll do it.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, boom. Lee Armstrong, first ball goes to you. Sorry. All right, let's spin it again.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Ooh. Sarah Kirkpatrick. This one's for you. Oh, that ball's not regulation. Last one for the day, everybody. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Kaminsky. Kaminsky, I've thrown a bunch for you already, but hey, you landed on the wheel. So Jennifer Kaminsky. That wasn't even literally nowhere near close. Anyway, guys, let's do some snark. Okay, so obviously Love Meg's watching. A lot of these people watch because I honestly want to believe with my heart that a lot of these people watch and they laugh themselves. I think Erin Williams told me she watches and she laughs. So even at her own videos. So at least she's got a sense of humor. But, you know, if you didn't know anything about Love Meg, she is a YouTuber, 555,000 subscribers.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my...
Interestingly enough, she has deleted so many videos about her past. Like, people have been saying things that she doesn't like where she came from. She doesn't want to be compared to the person that used to live in a double-wide trailer and all this kind of stuff, which is super weird to me. Why would you hide who you were? Like, if there's anything that makes you relatable as an influencer, it's that you literally lived the life of someone who was like lower middle class. And there's nothing wrong with that. For her to delete that shit actually speaks volumes about who she thinks she is. Look, like me, you could take the kid out of the ghetto, but sometimes it's hard to take the ghetto out of the kid. I still love Chef Boyardee and like butter noodles and stuff. I'm just saying, you should never forget where you came from. Do you not listen to J-Lo? Like, understand, people hate, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a loyalty legacy thing, but people hate when people don't remember where they came from, where they just want to forget about it and all of a sudden become judgmental of those people that they used to be like exactly like that. But anyway, all that to say is that she absolutely is watching this stuff and she hates being made fun of, which is, oh well, because guess what today is? Fan roast! Not an hour and a half ago, I posted on the problem with family bloggers - the DCP, and I said, it's time to roast Meg. Whatever is in this thread, within reason, I'm going to read on the fan roast today. And there's over 500 comments already, so I can't do all 500, obviously, but it's a fan roast. But we know she's watching because of this little gem right here. So she writes on her Instagram stories that she blocked me from. She says, if you think that you or some random video creator knows more about the finances in our company than the federal IRS, our state DOR, my attorney, my bookkeeper, my accountants, and me, you're sadly mistaken. And you have been fooled. I don't report to you. I report to the government. regularly, and they are the only ones I need to prove anything to. Then she posted, no joke, a little clip from The Wolf of Wall Street where he's like, "You're gonna have to drag me out of here," and she's all like defiant against the Dad Challenge podcast, like I could do anything anyway. But I don't know, Love Meg, if you've seen The Wolf of Wall Street, he goes to jail for breaking the law, fraud. So good one. That's foreshadowing, just so you're aware. And look, again, we've never said that she's breaking the law. I never said that. I said likely there's a loophole legally that their attorneys, bookkeepers, accountants are telling her to do. Can you imagine being this blind to your privilege? Excuse me, but my attorney, my bookkeeper, my accountants, I know what I'm doing, okay? So she's just mad that I called her out, and all these vloggers are getting called out. Look, if you're not willing to be on this channel, okay, and exposing your entire life for everybody to see, but then when someone calls you out on something pretty shitty what you did, just take the L and walk away. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of humility. Take the L, walk away. But of course she posts the thing in Wolf of Wall Street, then she posts this: "I'm here to tell you, do not give up. I have so many viewers wanting a better life but scared of what people will say, think, and whatever the hell else. Everything I'm doing is 100% legal. And if everything you are doing is 100% legal too, keep going. Don't let jackasses stop you. Cause I..." Oh, and then she's got the "whatever it takes," the song going on there. And you know, my argument's never been what you're doing is illegal, although I guess we'll find out eventually. There's a little site there here. It's called smallgovcon.com, and the article is "What happens when a company takes a PPP loan and doesn't need it?" Ooh, there's some stuff going on. So we will dive into it. Not in this video. There's too much going on. We have snark to do. There's like a whole shitload of snark going on. There's this video I want to do, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the snark. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it. I'll play a little bit of it, and then we'll get into the friggin' fan roast. That's all we can do today. But yeah, if what you're doing is legal, go for it. But my argument has always been that what you've done is something unethical, immoral. Okay? You've taken money that you absolutely did not need, and currently is staying in a 7-bedroom rental house in Orlando. She has 2 kids. 7 bedrooms. Okay, everybody? Think about this. She took money she absolutely didn't need from somebody who absolutely didn't need it, and didn't care about damn be the consequences of everybody else. Screw you all. I'm Love Meg. I screw up the easiest muffin recipes, and I vacuum the side of my bed. Do you know who I am? I am the queen of YouTube. I lived in a trailer, and now I live in a giant house. Excuse me? That's who she is. And that's why people stopped following her. That's why people became like disenfranchised by her, because as soon as money, and this happens for some reason to all these vloggers, as soon as money enters in the picture, they're all like, they just become completely different people. Why does that happen to people? And I know plenty of wealthy people that are nothing like that. It's when you come from nothing, okay, nothing, and then you enter into something that you've never had before. It's almost like you feel entitled because you lived a life that might not have been super cozy before. I don't get it. It's dumb and it's stupid. Let's get to this giant dumpster fire video together, shall we? Again, once we get into the fan roast, I don't think we're gonna have time to keep going, so thank you for the fan roast, everybody. Let's go. I haven't read any of them, by the way, but let's get to this. So apparently this video is called, I forget what it's called. It's like basically how to manifest your house or something like that. She's talking shit. This is such a weird person. So this type of language really happens a lot with people who are not very successful in their life. Like they feel like they can read the book like The Passion, or I forget what it's called, where you think it and it comes to fruition. It's like the universe wants to give it to you. All you have to do is speak it into existence. A lot of weird Christians, a lot of charismatic Christians believe this. You speak it, it happens. Joel Osteen, the a-hole, is like, you know, just live your best life, imagine it, and God wants it for you. You know, these type of people think that these things happen to them, whereas she just got effing lucky. That's all that really happened to her. She got into an algorithm on YouTube, got lucky. Her shit is not different than anybody else's shit. It's boring, it's bland, it's garbage. Okay, it is terrible. None of this, she brings nothing to the world to you. And even in her like rants about life, it's shit. Okay, so she gives you nothing of value. But they talk about how I manifested my dream house, law of attraction, entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody who starts something kind of new, ventures out into something and says, I'm going to try this thing. I'm going to take a leap of faith, build something that somebody needs. A goods and service. Here's the thing about this PPP loan. What goods and services are these people offering to you? What is it about their small business that does anything for the world? What are they offering? Answer below. Nothing. So when people, I find it's people that come from these types of different backgrounds where like, I got this. So have you ever thought about just manifesting your own dream house like I did? But let's get into this video. It's going to be a long one.
All right. Where do we start?
I don't even know.
I don't know this guy. Seems like a nice dude, but I feel like he might be a little trapped. I've got some screenshots to share with you in another Love Meg video eventually where she's talking about how he plans her vacations, but she, in this one post, talks like 3 times about how she pays for everything. It's a really weird thing, and she's trying to say like, I'm a mom boss. I'm not ashamed about making money. Why would you be ashamed about making money? Because people see right through what you're trying to say. We get it. You make all the money because people watch you vacuum your bed. We get it. But what I think people see is that you're basically low-level shading your husband while doing that, which is weird because if my wife was making kind of money you made, I'd be sitting there on my ass too. You better believe that. So I don't know much about this guy at all. I know he used to be a firefighter and now he's a stay-at-home film guy.
So we kind of wanted to share like a little bit of the journey. Kind of wanted to walk y'all.
Kind of don't wanna. Did you kind of wanna, or do you just want to? Don't kind of want it. Give me the goods, okay? Thanks.
Through our journey and how this happened. Yes.
They finished each other's sandwiches.
So
they're soulmates.
Let's go all the way back to,
please.
That way y'all can get the full story. But when we bought our first house, it was very hard.
Fire alarm?
Stressful, difficult, all the bad emotions.
Oh, their nanny's taking care of the kids. Okay, I get it.
It was not fun because we had very limited credit. We were just starting out. I think at that point, like we had been married 3 years, but the only loan we had was your car loan. Yeah. That was it. And so we had very limited credit. It was all just very hard. And not only that, but everything that
nanny's not doing a job. Kids like running around.
Could have gone wrong. Went wrong. Problems with the land and problems with the surveys, and like it was just every little thing that we had to do. There was always like a setback to it. Yeah.
Welcome to anything in life that's expensive.
And I was just like, at the time, we were also trying to have a baby too, and we were dealing with infertility, and it was just like, why is everything so hard for us?
That's what she said.
Can you tell your nanny to do her job, please?
It's like, I hate that everything is so hard. Like, you would see these like magical stories of like people getting pregnant and it just being so easy, and people buying houses and it's so easy, and me and Justin are like,
never happened like that for us.
Yeah, like why can't we have that?
Did you think about manifesting it through the law of attraction?
And so then my business took off and it was amazing.
What business is she talking about? Does she do something else other than vlogging? What is she talking about? Stop calling it a business. You're a business like MLM boss babes have their own companies.
And we were making enough money and we felt very comfortable trying.
There is someone screaming bloody murder. Someone could be dying downstairs. Please go down there with your fake hair, extension curls, and see if someone is dead. Hey, Roni.
Buy another house, especially in a gated neighborhood, is what we wanted. And so we tried doing that and found out that we could not. And we decided to talk about it now because back then we didn't want to talk about it.
Why?
Because we were just getting a lot of questions.
Still in it.
Oh, yeah, questions. I get it. You don't want to answer questions.
Yeah, we were still in it, still in the emotions, and we were getting a lot of questions like, why are you renting? Why did you go from owning a house to renting? Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. And I didn't want to talk about it. Like, I was kind of like, it's none of your business why.
See this? Again, they all have this like insane idea that like your fans who are invested in you, who actually watch your videos, who love you, who actually get you paid, they don't deserve it unless you want to give it to them. Here's your problem, people. If you're going to put it out there, then you're going to get asked hard questions. And then as soon as they get asked questions about even just like, why are you renting? They're like, I don't owe you shit. This is the attitude of every family vlogger without fail. And that leads us into fan roast. It's time for a fan roast. Yay! Follow me on Instagram, Creepy makeup, baby. So Love Meg definitely eats the Oreos without licking the cream first. Says, bless her heart, but means, what a twat. Talks about when women roast okay, there's only women commenting in this roast, by the way. And when women roast other women, this is a very, very insightful roast. I don't know half the shit means, but I'm going to deliver it as best I can. She definitely talks about how healthy her hair is when it's been fried to Planet Bleach and back. Right? Okay. She definitely buys matching pajamas for the whole family at Christmas. And the dogs and the cats and the goldfish. Definitely takes a vacation after she takes a vacation. Cleans her house before the house cleaner cleans the house. Definitely shares a Facebook with her husband. Doesn't kiss her kids because it messes up her lipstick. Chews with her mouth open and then tells her kids to work on their table manners. Definitely wants to see the manager. Makes her kids eat sugar-free ice cream. Monster. Orders a soda and a water, but doesn't touch the water. Makes her kids do the laundry. Already spent her kids' education on Botox. Buys herself a Christmas gift, wraps it, acts surprised when she opens it on Christmas morning. Her nails and her appearance are more important than her kids' happiness. These are roasts. Like, these are like deep roasts in the soul. I'm like looking for like, smells bad when she works out. These are like, whoa. Definitely puts the mask under her nose when she goes to Target. Makes cake from a box. Puts too much milk in it. When the nanny asks for a day off, she fires the nanny because she does not know how to take care of her own kids. Pretends not to run YouTuber headlines channel, but actually does. So weird. Books a hotel next to the beach, but never goes to the beach because she doesn't like the sand. Makes shitty muffins. Goes to the pumpkin patch just for the pictures. She definitely owns Juicy Couture tracksuits. Plural, multiple. Doesn't return a shopping cart to the corral. I'm judging you. Bought a Peloton. Has never used it. Goes to the 10 or less items lane with 22 items. I don't like when you do that. Wears toe shoes. Says, living the dream when someone asks her how she's doing. Hashtag blessed. Has many signs in her house that says, bless this southern mess. And there's no mess. Definitely has a tramp stamp. Everybody liked this one. Peaked in high school. Oh, man. Doesn't go to family reunions. She has too many exes there. What's that supposed to read? What? Oh. Rude. She definitely has Marilyn Monroe quotes on her Tinder profile. Eats pizza with a fork and knife. Definitely rinses off ground beef with water to get rid of the grease. What? Goes to the PTO meeting just to tell them she doesn't want to be in the PTO. Even her grandmother thinks her lamps are ugly. These, dear, these are ugly. Definitely used warm water for the ice bucket challenge. Buys cookies at the bakery at Walmart, then puts them on a fancy platter for bake sales at school. This person says, I also do this. Leaves fast food garbage in parking lots. Had tickets to the fire festival. Oh, I can't say that one. Definitely watched all of the OC multiple times. Uses excessive air quotes when restating anyone's opinion she disagrees with. Your facts are wrong. Makes old videos private in hopes that people won't see that she used to be poor. Calls all drugs dope. What's this supposed to mean? Plucks all the white hairs. From where? Allison. She's for sure that person that comments amen for one prayer for a sick child on Facebook. Makes a video about it. Says, yes, queen, to people that don't like her. Is thinking about upgrading her family. Brings up her sub count when complaining to a manager at a restaurant. Do you know who I am? I could shut this place down with one Instagram post. Reminds her husband on the daily. She's the breadwinner. Believes the election was rigged. Thinks Canadians live in igloos. She's not wrong. No, I'm not saying that. Oh my goodness. Posts on Facebook about how she hates people who take government handouts, then takes the PPP loan. Can't say that one. What are these women? Smells her underwear after taking them off? Do you guys do that? What? Talks about this brand new firming cream and protein shakes that changed her life. Gets lipo and Botox. Is friends with the Blair Witch. Talks louder when she thinks people are foreigners. Excuse me, do you know where to get a tortilla? Tells the server, I never complain, and I hate to do this, before she complains. Farts in the bath and bites the bubbles. She's definitely not like other girls. Mistakes loopholes for morals. Thinks if she pretends hard enough, she can erase her ancestry. Says she's not racist because she has a black friend. Uses powdered mashed potatoes. Puts too much milk in it. Thinks Starbucks is self-care. Well, Thinks Barbie pink nail polish is classy. You women are crazy. Has never had an orgasm. Okay. And then like a bunch of dead skulls after that one. Took baking tips from Micah Stauffer. Wears a beret while in Paris. Says no offense but, then says an offensive comment. Takes handfuls of plastic silverware and condiments to keep in a Mercedes from locally owned restaurants. Calls it a life hack. Picks her husband's friends for him. Oh man, some of you ladies are crazy in here. There's a lot of sex ones. Says, I can't even. And she can't even. Clearly. Tries to wear pants that are too small for her butt. What? Wow, you guys are roastables. Anyone who criticizes her is just jealous. It's because of my hair. Thinks thongs are for loose floozies. Floozers. Thinks Ruby Frank gives great parenting advice. Lays out her husband's clothes at night. Complains to her neighbor's landscaping companies when they're cutting grass while she's trying to film. Thinks soy sauce is exotic. Walks around with toilet paper on her shoe when she leaves the bathroom. Does not hold the door for the person behind her. That's not very Canadian of you. Has blessed the southern mess tattooed on her ass. She carries a power bank. Picks her nose while driving. Parks in the fire lane because she's just running in real quick. I'll be right back. She definitely stops the pay it forward gesture at Starbucks. Oh, I got it for free, thanks. Doesn't tip because she works and doesn't get tips. Showers at 11:30 a.m. and says, let's get ready for the day, everybody. Thinks libido is a hip hop dance. Gets shampoo in her eyes when she washes her hair. Posts on Instagram to say she's not bothered. Is very bothered. Hi. Teases her husband all day that he's going to get some that night, but then changes her mind because he didn't finish vacuuming. Don't do this, ladies. Please. Thinks, just get better is medical advice. Posts vague quotes about karma and then says, I don't want to talk about it when someone asks. Gets anxiety that her kids might grow up to be average looking. Bumps into a parked car, says oopsie, and drives away. Ooh. That is the worst human trait ever. 5 Thinks people believe that she's a natural blonde. Leaves her trash on the table at the food court. Oh my gosh. When passing a homeless person, she loudly proclaims to her kids, this will happen to you if you make bad choices. Oh my gosh, she is that person. 100% says, irregardless. Has Trump 2020 tattoo. Has Biden 2020 tattoo. This one's sick. Okay, I can't believe you'd say this. Bites straight into the Kit Kat bar instead of breaking into pieces. Don't do this, people. There's etiquette. Says, yee-haw, when she climaxes. Oh my God. Am I red? I'm red. Has a Bible on her nightstand. Has never been opened. Takes 28 napkins. Uses 1. Throws the rest in the garbage. What is this? Believes masturbation causes blindness and silently judges everyone with glasses. What? Allison says, you just know this bitch uses an outrageous amount of toilet paper. Thinks homeless people should just buy a house or something. Manifest it. Spells watch. WHATCH. Turns the water on the sink in a guest house so people think she washed her hands. Yeah. Says, I'm praying for you. Passive aggressively. Says, thoughts and prayers, but does not give thoughts and prayers. Liar. Lies on resumes. Can you imagine some of these family vloggers trying to get jobs after this? Be like, I see there's a giant gap here where you were not employed. Oh, it says you're a family vlogger. No, thanks. We'll don't call us. We'll call you. Says, I love her to death before bitching about that person that she loves to death. I love her to death, but like, I hate everything about her. Tells Siri to refer to her as the fairest in all the land. Can you do that? Burns a casserole, ruins her entire month. Calls herself minimal. Has 14 Christmas trees in her house at Christmas. Has had a vajazzle. Now that I know what it is. Always related with Baby Spice, the best. Though it comes to Spice Girls, Baby Spice. Yep, number 1. Definitely thinks there should be a straight pride parade. Leaves cookies for Santa, but no carrots for the reindeers. Doesn't tell her friends when they have something in their teeth and just stares at the thing in their teeth. Gives her husband sex coupons for Valentine's Day. That's to last all year. And then never lets him redeem them. That shit's expired, honey. Definitely has a tracking device on her husband's car. Still uses Netflix DVD subscription. Was team Jessica Simpson. Favorite Ninja Turtle? Donatello. Thinks 2 girls, 1 cup is a baking competition. Wrote her husband's wedding vows. Thinks kids should be not seen or heard. Thinks James and Mike are misunderstood. Spent the PPP money on her muffins. Did she? Thinks kids should have fun quietly. Uses the word literally when talking about something figuratively. Decorates the entire house for Valentine's Day. Thinks all women want her husband. Uses air quotes when she's talking about her time of the month. Gets angry at her best friend when she loses weight. What? Whoa, you guys. Calm it down a little bit here. Satan. And that's it. I'm not reading anymore. I'm sorry. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the fan roast. Love Meg. You took $32,000 that you didn't need, and now we're coming for you. I hope you, I invite you on the show if you'd like to come debate, talk about what you did, and come clean to your fans. And instead of limiting your comments on Instagram, everybody, please make sure that you hold these people accountable by being very nice, kill them with kindness, and ask them the real questions. Ask them, hey, did you really need $32,000 to go to Disney 10 times this year to rent a 7-bedroom house? I hope that you make more posts and we can continue to talk, but I'm definitely going to shred your manifest video. You can delete it. I already have it. So, yeah, you can't, people don't listen to people that talk like this. You can't manifest things into existence. It doesn't happen. You can manifest a fart. Sure. You can manifest bullshit out your mouth. You can manifest being a bad person for sure. That you can. But what she's doing here is really bad. And she deserves to be roasted for what she did. All of these family vloggers who did what they did took all this money. And I've got a list that's a mile long and we're going to uncover every single freaking one of them. And they just come out, you're like, this, what I did was legal. We don't care what you did was legal, okay? What you did was immoral, and it was terrible to the people who actually needed it, and it was greedy and disgusting. And as someone who considers himself a motivational, your freaking title is Love Meg, cleaning, motivation, and lifestyle. How are you motivating people to be bad people when you're stealing money? When you're taking money you don't need for things you don't need and you're already wealthy. And you claim and you talk about your wealthy, you buy airplanes and you do crazy shit and you buy houses and you delete your past and your history because you don't want people to know. The internet's forever, darling. Those muffins you made, not forever. We're coming after you, Love Meg. Get used to it. Everybody who did this, everybody who exploits their children, who took PPP loans, who does crazy things on the internet for their own selfish gain, we're coming after you. Get used to it. Everybody, thank you for following me on Instagram. I'm over 10K. Keep going, though. Keep bringing me up there. Help my voice to rise up. And everybody take a deep breath with me and go, I can make muffins properly. I do not vacuum the side of my bed. I do not make shit up on the internet. I am valuable. And have yourself a freaking amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow.